Kicking It with Kel.
Hey y'all, thank you for tuning into the very first episode of Kicking It with Kel. I'm Ayesha R'Kayle and I have two very, very, very special ladies with me today. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm LaQuia.
I'm Tasha Mack.
Alright, and today we are focusing on Black Girl Magic because we are all wonderful and beautiful. Amen. Amen. Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
So ladies, what makes us magical?
Okay, cool. I'm all for my blackness. I think historically, what makes us magical is one, we are the first women to ever bless the earth.
Amen.
And I literally mean bless the earth. We are the foundation of food. We're the reason why we know things about education, and we're the only race that can make up the genetic makeup of any other race of people.
Yes.
So we're magical for 1,000 reasons, and I'll let you take some of it.
I think one of the things that makes us magical is that there's so many things we're accountable for, and we don't just have to meet the standard, we have to be above the standard, and we always rise to the occasion, like whether it's in education or the workplace. Like, not only are we women, but we're Black women, and it's like you can't just go in there and be good, you have to be great.
Yes.
And even though we don't always get the recognition that we deserve, like, we go in and we're great at everything that we do, whether it's how we look, whether it's our job performance, our education. We just get in there and we're great, and we don't demand all this recognition. We're not like, hey, look at me over here. Like, we're proud of ourselves, and we support each other, and we lift each other up, and we acknowledge each other.
Yes,
but we don't ask for those golden stars because, like, they just follow us.
Yes,
golden
they
stars
follow us.
I just want to piggyback on what you just said about, like, the standard, and I think it's important to recognize that Black women set the standard.
Yes, girl.
Even though, like you said, we don't get the recognition, we set the standard of beauty. Mm-hmm. Like, the first, there's what I find in the cycle of imitation versus hate. Mm-hmm. It's like all these, Sarah. I just forgot her last name when I was about to say it. But anyway, pretty much.
It's gonna come
pretty much her body was abused for its beauty. Mm-hmm. And then you find this whole epidemic now, people trying to mirror the image of Black women with broader lips and thicker thighs and
Kardashians.
And that's really anti-Black magic. Mm-hmm. They are anti-Black magic, but I mean
anti-Black magic.
Everything that I was just riding in my car and I was thinking, damn, like, I really wouldn't be able to be anything other than Black because I can be unapologetically myself.
Yes.
If I do certain things, people are like, oh, she's Black, she can do that, and I kind of love that.
Okay, so question, back to kind of what you said. Do you feel that we're at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to society? Like, we said we set the standards, yes, but when it comes to, like, workplace, they always say, like, men get paid more than women, and then they say white people get paid more than minorities. So as a woman and a minority, like, do you feel like we're at the bottom? Do you feel like we should demand more in the workplace? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I 100% feel that we should demand more, and I feel like people treat Black women kind of like men who don't appreciate their woman. Like, you don't realize how
what you got till it's gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, if Black women weren't here, there's just so many things that would go unnoticed.
Yes.
The standards would be lower. Work ethic wouldn't be the same. So I feel like people don't value Black women as much as they should, but they definitely should. And I do think there's more Black women demanding more.
Yes.
And it's kind of shaking the table. And I don't think that everybody is able to wrap their mind around it. But I do like the way the appreciation for Black women is moving forward. It's not a super quick move, but I think that it's moving slowly. And I think that, Black women will be appreciated a little bit more in the future.
All right, so who is someone that is full of Black girl magic that you would love to sit down, have lunch or dinner with, or spend a day with, or anything of that nature?
That is so hard for me to answer because I, just like with my friends, different women give me different things.
That is true.
Yeah.
So
that is true.
can I have like a
We'll do
potluck? If I can have a potluck, I'll be better
All
off.
right, how about 4? You
Okay.
get 4, and it's one dinner
Past,
for an
present,
hour. They
Past.
have to be alive right now.
Okay, I got my 4 already.
All right, go.
Okay,
I don't even know who my 4 are. All right, go ahead.
These are women that I absolutely love and adore. I love Simone Sanders.
Okay.
She, CNN commentator.
Mhm.
Absolutely adore her. I don't care how cliche it sounds. I gotta
Beyonce?
have my Beyonce. I gotta have my Beyonce at the table.
Yes, I see at the table. Okay, so Solange can be on the side.
I gotta have.
Side note.
Oh, you said they have to be okay. I gotta have my Michelle Obama.
Yes, queen.
And the part of feminism, I don't believe, the part of womanhood like that people don't tend to, that women tend to shy away from, is the reason why this one will have to be at my table, and that would be Lil' Kim. She would be there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
At my table.
And and knowing you, I can see her at your table. Knowing you, she is there. Like,
I love Little Kim.
I love her.
yes. Who's your 4? Or am I
thought
going?
she was
You
going
going?
next.
Okay, I can go next. Let me see. All right, my 4. Beyonce, of course. Like, she right there. I was gonna say Michelle Obama. I'm gonna let you. I don't know. I'm taking Michelle too. All right, so y'all gonna have to, excuse me, because I don't be knowing people's names like that.
I can help you.
But-
I'm totally Black.
I'm totally that. Freaking the chick from Blackish and Grownish, who was exactly like
Yara.
Yara.
Rashidi or something. Like
Yeah, see, you know who I'm talking about. She would be there because I think she's just wonderful. She's a shooting star. She going places like, yes, girl, I love you. And part of me want to say Angela Bassett. I feel like she's that auntie. Another part of me want to say Taraji though. I forgot about
Maxine? God. Okay.
Okay. Read it. Read it.
No, I wouldn't change. The reason why I wouldn't change my table. The reason why I wouldn't change my table is because I feel like all 4 of my
They're
women,
gonna give you different.
and they represent different facets of who I am.
You're right. Auntie Bassett. Oh man. All right. All right, go ahead. Okay.
You sure?
I'm locking it in.
Or KD 20.
Right.
Have a women's march.
I don't know.
Yes.
I feel like I can learn something from everybody. I would definitely have Beyonce there. So
Shout
much
out
you
to
can learn
me.
from Beyonce.
Wow.
So much you can learn from Michelle Obama.
Yes.
So much you can learn from Oprah. Just because she got the wisdom.
Yes.
Like Oprah been around. Like she been around.
Coins.
And then I feel like there's so much I can learn from Rihanna. Because I feel like Rihanna in particular, she stayed true to herself, but she has longevity and
Right.
she speaks her mind.
You're right.
And I think I could learn from that.
You're right. I like it.
So I have issues with Oprah.
Okay.
And my issues with Oprah come from, I feel like, not now. Like now Oprah I love because I feel like she's more open about identifying with her religion and with herself, like as a person of color. But I have issues with, I'm a start to finish person. Like you said, you love Rihanna because of that. Like she was who she was when she put out Some Hondo Replay, and she's the same Rihanna that she is when she put out the song with Drake. Yeah, or like, you know what I mean? But like, how do you account for the time and space where you feel like Oprah didn't represent Black women? Like, what is?
You know,
how
that
do you?
song.
Yeah.
No,
It was. But how do you legitimize, or how do you make up for that part?
I feel like that's something that I would be able to learn from, just getting her thoughts on those periods where she felt like she couldn't walk in her blackness and herself, and she couldn't speak up about certain things, and she kind of flew under the radar.
You
like
think
that
she
was
strategic?
I don't know that it was strategic, but I think it was probably a teaching moment, and I don't know that she would take the same paths like today that she did back in the day, just because, like, you know, hindsight's 2020, and like realizing what impact she has when she does speak up about things, and when she does walk in her like magic. Yes, in her blackness.
When she walk in her magic.
Yeah, like because there's so much you can learn, and just in general, like talking to people, like talking to older black women in church and stuff, and they're just like, you know, I didn't speak up about these things before, but I wish I had. Just like using that as something to be encouraged by, because you have those people like Rihanna who are just always unapologetic. Like everybody doesn't always have that boldness, and like sometimes you got to coach yourself to get yourself to speak up about things. And so I would be interested in her thoughts as to why she didn't say certain things, and why she went along with certain things, and just so I can learn from them.
All right, so natural hair, weave, thoughts, concerns. Do you allow people to touch your hair? Like, what's going on with this? How you react when someone be like, oh, it's so beautiful, and they just...
Well, for me,
is this yours?
It is, and that's the thing too. So I'm natural. I do wear my fro, and I wear anything that a black woman can wear. Ponytails, anything, braids. I wear anything that we can wear, and it's a true extension of who we are. But I think we have to stop putting, like, now that there are more options available, I think we have to stop like charging women for not being able to be natural. And I know I've heard people say, well, how can you tell me that my natural hair isn't for me? Because some people don't need to go natural. You heard that? But some people, their hair may not grow right. Like people who have alopecia, people who have certain things, there's preference, and there's preference, and then there's like people who don't have edges, or you know what I mean. I'm sorry. The edge conversation is.
I ain't got them problems, but I know what you're talking about.
You get what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I, for myself, I like to catch. I like to hook. So now that I'm working in the corporate world, I came in. My hair was very, 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 very modest.
Okay.
Then a few months into it, I started wearing my afro. Like, right, because when I did start, I had Senegalese twists. So they're thinking I just have braids in my hair, which is cool. But everybody around me, all of the other few black women, have relaxed hair. So it's like, and when I came in, I came in with the whole look. Like, had my hoops, I had my hair out, curly. I had on like I wore like bell bottoms. Like, I really did it. Like, I'm coming, and I'm coming hard. They gonna know that this is what, you know what I mean? And then because I am the youngest, and I consider myself the blackest in skin tone and in like culture. Like, there's black people who don't really care about black culture. I do. My coffee cups say civil rights movement. Like, my signature on my email says the time is always right to do what is right, which is by Dr. Martin Luther King. Like, I'm gonna show you, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be, Tasha's that black girl that knows everything. I want you to know that.
I feel like hair is just hair. You can cut it, you can grow it. You can buy it, and that's fine. Like, I mean, I used to be really self-conscious about like weaves. Like I wore them all the time, but it's just like, oh, I can't take my weave out and then have my ponytail one day and get my weave done the day after because people gonna be like, girl, what is going on? Like stick with something. But now I am one of those people, I will come in with a wig on Monday and my hair out on Tuesday.
Yes,
wig
yes.
done on Wednesday. My fro the rest of the week. I will come in with my turban because I just don't care because you're going to get this good job performance anyway.
Right. Yes, girl.
For me, it was a lot of division in the Black community about hair. It's just like, well, you're less Black than me because you're wearing a weave. Like, well, no, I'm just growing my hair. You can protect
I'm just growing my hair. Like,
right.
Can I live?
You know, like there's people who have relaxed hair and it's super healthy and they take care of that. Like just take care and be proud of whatever it is you do. I think that's what's more important. But for a long time I didn't want to mix it up between my natural and my weaves because like people feel like there is that
there's a certain woman that wears a weave and a certain woman that wears
But now it's just like whatever. Like I was twisted out earlier today. I'm turban now. Friday when my new wig come, I'm probably have my wig. It's just like it's hair and it doesn't change me as a person. It doesn't change that person as a person. Because I mean, having your hair out can be expensive. It can be time consuming. And then for some people, their hair is a part of them and they want to have it out. So I think it's just about preference, and I do wish that would be a conversation where people would kind of let it die, where it's like you don't gotta define people by their hair and what they choose to do and all of those things, and if their weave costs $3 or if it costs $100.
I mean, your weave look bad, we gotta let you know. Yeah. But I feel what you say.
I mean, because you can make a $3 pack of hair be popping.
You gotta show me hair. I ain't never seen no.
It can only pop for a day.
Right? I was like a day. Okay. And after that, you gotta look at it.
You can make it pop for a day.
I totally forgot about the relaxer. I can't support anybody getting a relaxer. That's the only thing. I do support you wearing your hair in any style that you want to. But just after watching Good Hair, Bad Hair by Chris Rock and seeing the perm melt the soda can, I could never be like, girl, you need a relaxer. Like I would tell you to go get a keratin, which is, it straightens your hair 8 months, but I can't, cause I seen it, and I used to get relaxers twice a year. So I know I'd be like, oh, when I get straightened, I'd be like, oh Lord, why can't I just get this relaxer? Sitting there crying.
Oh, no.
When I'm saying now when I get my hair straight.
No. When I used to get her relaxer, she'd be like, how's your scalp? Is it burning? You'd be like, just a little bit, but it's okay. Just
because you wanted to take.
I can tell your hair straight.
You gotta let it take. And God forbid that you scratch it before.
Oh
my God. So I haven't had a relaxer since April 2010.
I haven't had one since my last relaxer was August 2011. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I can't, and I didn't want to transition. So even though she did that, I waited like a month, and then I cut my hair off.
Girl, when I went to go get my hair cut, my last relaxer was August 2011, and then August 2012. I went and got my hair cut, and I didn't do the whole big chop ball because I got a hair like my daddy. No ma'am, I got a little Junior off of My Wife and Kids. I hear that hook.
I can't. Well, I didn't get a buzz cut.
No, you can feel this hook back here with the hair. That wasn't gonna happen. So I let a girl cut it, and I promise you, I cried the whole time. I was not looking in the mirror.
I did it, and I invited my boyfriend over.
Oh, so good.
And I opened the door, and he closed it back. I know you didn't you cut your, and it's, I don't know if that's a good segue to men, but he was just like, I opened it, and he was like, I was like, what? And he was like, what did you do?
I'm so weak. I promise you, I can see that in my head, and I am dying. I know so many people.
I didn't tell nobody when I get it though. I just went in my house cut it.
So, do you feel do y'all feel that we are appreciated by men in general, black men? Would you date outside of your race and go explore other races? Like, how's this going for you guys? What are your thoughts?
I don't date outside my race.
Okay.
I don't. But I will date men who identify as men of color. I feel like as a black woman, I'm reminded that everything that I do, there's a perception behind it. So if I'm yelling, it's crazy because I think about this all the time. When a black woman yells at her man for cheating, or it's just, I'm not even gonna say for cheating. When a black woman is loud and irate, she's an angry black woman. But when Hispanic women,
they feisty.
they're
It's
feisty and
sexy.
it's, you know what I mean? And that's sassiness. And I'm so disappointed in Kanye that it's.
No. He's Kanye Kardashian now. Kanye West was cool. Kanye West was
that is
man.
a super slave. You're absolutely right though. But I'm very disappointed in him and what he represents, because he's not the only one. There's the ASAP Rocky. There is the Travis Scott.
I was like, who is Kylie's baby daddy? Is it
Travis Scott.
I'm so disappointed that I can't keep them apart.
There's Tristan Thompson. This is like, there's a plethora of black men who have disappointed me. And one reason why they disappoint me, because Kanye literally talked about the art, the fashion, the vernacular of literally went through this whole line of everything that people take from black people. And then you literally
went to
date
the queen
of cultural appropriation. You went to the epitome of that. The epitome. And it upsets me because Kanye, who has such a huge, this man is so influential.
Yes.
But even despite, how I feel about him, he's influential as hell. So when you see a black man like Kanye talk about having a Kardashian, a woman who has fake lips, fake ass, fake titties, fake personality, and her whole entire empire, literally her whole entire empire is based off of the penis of a black man. You want me to respect you, and then you want to have a child with that woman and say your child is gonna have the same body as her mom? Yeah, Kanye, if you pay for it. So I appreciate black men, and I forgive them on a whole nother level for the stupid shit that they do. Yes. For real. Yes. I have to separate the immaturity of a man with the things that he does.
Right.
I ain't taking no habitual cheating or anything like that. I'm not on that. But I recognize, okay, this still is a good black man.
Right.
He made a mistake. Yeah, keep doing that. That's what you like. You know what I mean? I like my black men served straight. Okay.
Sugar, no cream.
And I'm telling you. And I like black men who own their both femininity and masculinity. I don't want no thug, but I also don't want a man who doesn't recognize that women like flowers.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you also got to be the feminine parts of us is about being nurturing. I want my man to be nurturing. Not leaving my man at home with a man who's I don't know if I can sing to my baby. I'm too good for that shit. Hell no.
Cause they out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Bless them, Lord, bless them.
Okay, last thing. I swear on the street. That's one reason why I love Black Panther, because
Black Panther.
You got to see different emotional states of black men.
Who they was all fine too, girl. Who
Chadwick cried Michael,
Fine.
cried, like all of them. They showed so many different facets. Like black men aren't
to
just
that.
angry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. And
They was all fine. Oh Jesus.
I don't know about that. I'm not attracted to Michael.
Oh, I almost dropped my point.
He's on that Kanye, so I'm not attracted to him.
Oh, I be trying to see. I be trying to forgive him, girl, because I know what you're talking about.
No, I do not.
Because I try to forgive him because the first time I heard that he said that he didn't date black women was when he did the Vogue, the 75 questions with Vogue or something like that, and they followed him around the house and all that stuff. And they said, "What's the craziest rumor that you've heard about yourself?" And he said that I don't date black women. I was like, people said that? Like what? And then I started paying attention to it, and like the Shade Room posted something about him out with
Broke ass girl.
celebrating the holiday or something, or he had her at the house and his sister or something. I don't know. Anyway, and I was just like, oh, so maybe it was like a one-time fluke thing. I'm gonna give him another chance.
It's not though.
I'm gonna forgive him. We're gonna try again.
It's not. It's pattern. It's like you
Don't
can't.
kill
It's
him.
pattern. It's who he is, which is okay. But don't. It's hard for me to believe that you're pro-black and you're anti-black woman. Like if you can make those make sense to me,
Okay,
make
but
sense,
he's still fine though. Like he can be crazy out there, but he's still. I don't take away from his fineness. So like.
I can't be attracted to it. I can't be attracted to it. I cannot be attracted to it. Because I know, like, I went to see the movie because there's 1,000 other people in the movie to support, but I can't do that. I can't support black people who don't freaking support black people. I cannot do that. As bad as I want a pair of Yeezys, I cannot do that. Those shoes look comfortable, and I like the way they look, but I can't support people who don't support black. I can't do it.
If they sent you a pair for free, would you rock them?
I'll give them away. I love a black man.
Amen, girl.
Amen.
Amen.
You know,
I like men that dress well. Like black men that know how to dress. They can give you a t-shirt, but they can give you a nice sweater.
yes.
It's just like, look at you. Like, it's just like,
I don't like this new thing of like. I feel like it's I think it's like the defeminization, like the demasculation of black men. I don't want to see you with these eccentric. No, I want to see you in some jeans. I want to see you in gray sweats.
Yes.
Not the tight jeans. Like, put on the sweatpants. And I'm not getting that nowadays. Everybody want to put tight. Different sweats.
Last question, because we gotta wrap it up.
Okay.
Last question. If you could, or it's not an if, because you can do this. Give some advice to a little black girl. What advice would you give her?
The biggest thing that I would tell a young girl is like, just do it. And I think to be fearless, you gotta feel fear a little bit. And I think I would tell her to be fearless, but the fear of success drives me.
Like that fear push you.
Yeah, and just like never give up, and then also like literally, you really gotta like not give a F about what people say, because I've had people tell me that I think I'm better, and I'm like, oh man, so let me come down. Now I am better. I am better. I'm better than the circumstances that you want. I'm better than my circumstances. I'm better than the box that you want to put me in. I'm better than all those things. And another thing is, when you are going after your success and people are asking you for things to give, to do this, if they don't have it, they ain't gonna never have it. My daddy taught me that. So as you grow in your success, you can't reach back and get everybody, because you'll be throwing your money in the trash.
You're right. You were so
And
right. Yeah, right.
They're not supposed to see the vision because God did not give it to them.
So one thing I try to teach all young girls I come in contact with, especially the black ones, is that there are no limits. Like a lot of times when I was younger, because my brother's older, he dark skinned, but he's older and athletic. So
how old is older?
10 years older than me.
He married.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, continue.
So it's like he's older, he's dark skinned, he's athletic, so he had all the non-black girls going after him. And then my sister is a year younger, and she's lighter than me. And so it's just like, I'm here, I'm awkward. And it was just like, well, I don't know if you can go to school because you should just get a husband instead. And, you know, when you get a husband, you should get that husband and keep him because he ain't gonna come around too many times.
Enemies necessary.
It was just all of those types of things. So like I felt like those types of things that I heard, they limited me, and I felt limited, and I felt like I wasn't going to be able to do certain things because I was darker skinned. And there's just that comparison being the middle child. It's like I have the lighter, younger sibling, the sought after older sibling for the non-black people, and it's like
Did he marry non-black?
And it's like I felt like I didn't have a place, and even though my niece is biracial, it's just like, well, for her, I don't want her to have limits. So I feel like that's important, but when I do come in contact with a black girl who's younger, it's just like, don't have limits. Like, these people cannot limit you, because the older you get, you're gonna see that, like you said, we set the standard, and we're so valuable, and we're so magical, and we can do so much.
Thank you so much, and thank y'all for coming and being in my video. I appreciate y'all so much.